Hello again. This is a very important two-part scene in this game. Well, a series of scenes, but ones that flow together pretty tightly without much of a chance to save. But we're still climbing these mountains, and this one dragon has taken exception to our presence here and tries to fry us with moving fire. And it's a lot less difficult than other puzzles I've done like this. The fire just can't really keep up. And I think when I was making this, I had to do it like this. If I increase the speed of the fire by like 1 point, you couldn't get away from it. You just got fried. So I wound up going for being too easy instead of too hard, which is probably the right way to go in situations like that. But we're just about at the end of this. Well, after all these encounters, of course. And then this cave will go to the dragon area where they hang out. But now this guy's back again, this black dragon, and he is determined to stop us from getting in there. And we're trying to reason with him, but he's not having any of it. So we're going to fight this dark dragon. And if I remember right, this guy wasn't particularly difficult. I just can't use any dark magic on him, which is unfortunate because I got that black maelstrom spell. And I'm like dying to use it on somebody. I'll find somebody towards the end of the game, probably. Alright, actually we are towards the end of the game, but, maybe I'll just go out and world map and just destroy some harmless little monsters with it. Alright, so between, with all four of us beating on this guy, he's just not going to be able to stand up. Although I believe he does have some pretty strong attacks. But, this is my main party, and we're all leveled up and got some good skills. I just gotta... Yeah, let's get those crits going. That'll take out anybody pretty quick. Damage like that. Okay, that's what... But Nova... This guy's, has a dark element, so it's best for Nova to use the holy spells. That does pretty good damage. Oh, he used Black Maelstrom on me. Oof. And that one also absorbs hit points, so he gets a bit of a cure when he does that. And it really did some nice damage to us. Where's that? Oh, yeah, here we go. Use Nova's ultimate healing spell, which I don't use too often because it's expensive. Usually Savior is enough. But the Divine Gift spell also cures all the status effects, so it's the ultimate healing spell. The only thing it won't fill is your magic points. But yeah, so that's in extreme situations it's very useful. Alright, so let's eventually I might as well just keep using the regular attacks once you're properly buffed, because they all have pretty good weapons right now. And obviously Galdar's crits are necessary. A necessary part of strategy in the late stages of this game. And even when he doesn't get him, he still does nice damage. Nova, not so much. She's not a physical fighter. Very strong magic, but that, not so much. Have a cure again. Well, the guy's sticking it out. He's got a lot of hit points. Even if he can't really make much inroads against me in terms of damage. He debuffed Nova, which is not going to help him much. Should debuff Galdar, man. That's what you got to be afraid of. Oh, there he goes. Alright, so we pounded on him for a while. And he's like, you guys are strong. But Arius uses a holy stone to contact Asani. And because Dasani is the one who suggested this idea of looking for the dragons, he figures that maybe she can talk some sense into this guy, which is a good thought. Since Dasani's a very diplomatic, likable sort of person, she's been all over the world coordinating anti-Gallian efforts, and she's finally able to talk this guy down. And he's actually heard stories about Arius, but didn't know that he was, looking at Arius and fighting Arius just now. But so he's nervous. And I always thought, even though it's not really said, that this dragon is kind of a young dragon, a little impulsive, some youthful rebellion going on there. And so, but he's remorseful, so we're going to get to go to this place. And this is a very nice little utopia they have here. Well, not utopia, but it's just nestled deep in the mountains. It's hard to get to. The Gallians don't really bother. And there's a lot of humans hanging around. And what a bunch of NPCs will mention, yeah, like this guy, some Lodites too. because they kind of have like they're sort of related to dragons, but not not exactly the same. And this guy can make turns his ultimate weapon, but the recipe we need 8 fire orbs. That's a lot. I think I've only got like 1 or 2, so we'll have to go buy some. There's one store in Gallia that sells them, but they're pricey. Alright, yeah, how many do I have here? I've only got 1. Yeah, that's not... I need 7 more. And this guy sells... this guy sells stuff for Sharikra. Just in case, you missed any of this crap during the game, because most of it you find... And actually, some of the endgame stuff you can buy from her. We got that Grand Star from Drancy's, but, in case I had sold it or something, it's another chance to get it. And the water balloon only costs 5, and the skipping stone only costs 1. But I guess, charging more than that for a stone would be kind of ridiculous. But, so basically, the humans walking around here left Gallia a long time ago. They didn't like the, what was happening there, that it was becoming this genocidal empire. And so they made the trek out here, and now they get to, live peacefully amongst the dragons, removed from... Oh, jeez, look. That's only in the mountain. That's a Bubb Rubb reference. A very old internet joke. Some of you guys watching this might not have even heard of that. You might have been like in, elementary school when that was popular. But it was for a while, and I still think it's hilarious. You're supposed to be cooking breakfast for somebody. That's like an alarm clock. Go look it up. Bubb Rubb, 2 B's. B-U-B-B. But anyway, like I was saying, this is a place where humans who reject Gallia can live peacefully, although they are pretty much removed from the rest of the world. So, if you want to go sightseeing, this probably isn't the best place to live. But on the other hand, it's a little haven, and Celeste is a scary place at this point in the mythology. So, you really can't blame anybody for taking up shop here. So we're buying all sorts of good dragon stuff. This is some of the best equipment in the game, since this is the last really major town that you see. And I bought some stuff for the other characters too that are going to come back soon. Alright, and then that guy just told me that there's really 2 leaders here. There's Lock Day, which is a reference to a character from my little brother's RPG Maker project named Delock, so I just kind of reversed his name. We should do a Let's Play of that project, because that would be funny as hell. He was only like 11 or 12, and it was just hilarious. Mostly unintentionally, though. So there's Lock Day, who leads the dragons, and then the humans who live here are led by this guy Shen. And so the 2 of them kind of work together, and, another helmet. And, run this place. And I'm looking for, I think there's another Chrono Trigger NPC, the last one that we need to find. He's around here somewhere. Where the hell is he? We will track him down. Ah, there he is. It's Frog. Do as he please, but I shall save the queen. Complete with his Shakespearean stuff. It's good. It's quality. Alright, so I think that's it for Chrono Trigger characters. I guess we can advance the story now. Alright, so we're talking to Lock Day. And they have a pretty lengthy conversation here. There's a lot going on. This is a tough sell, what Arius is proposing. He basically wants to sign the dragons up to help with an attack on Gallia, to take the barracks, and to join the rebellion. And this is a sore subject for the dragons, because, like we heard, that they attacked the shipyard a long time ago. Tried to do what the rebels wound up doing, and then they just got overwhelmed by the Gallian sorcerers, and just a humiliating, devastating defeat for them. And so they never really tried to deal with Gallia again after that. And so now they're having a conversation, learning a bit more about the place. And some NPCs alluded to this, but Shen is giving us the whole story here. And it's nice to hear this, because you don't want to think that the humans in Celeste are a monolith. There's plenty of them who just want to be peaceful. And there's so he's going into a little bit of the world history, which was covered in more detail in Master of the Wind, about how the Reign of Fire paved the way for, the Gallian knighthood. And there we go, another thing about, man. So now, I was just, boiling over with resentment about how I was treated for being against the Iraq War. I mean, that's clear. I've probably talked to like 12 NPCs who have referenced that. And I don't know, that just really royally pissed me off. And that's, I mean, the Iraq Wars went on for so long that it's already feels like history, which it is technically, but it was very at the forefront of our lives, during this time, during the time I was making this game. And I mean, you would not believe, like, there was a point where even mentioning Michael Moore's name on the internet would get you like 20 pages of abuse. But that's calmed down. People eventually realized that the rationale for going to war was full of shit, and that's thankfully it's basically winding down. But enough of that. Let's get back to what's going on in the game here, where they're talking about the dragon zombie that they fought, and this was actually this guy's predecessor. Lockday's predecessor is Skay, which is also named after a character from my brother's games, Skiz, and that pushes this dragon guy's buttons. He is not happy. He's not even listening to Turnus right now. He's just sitting there like seething over that revelation that they turned the guy into a necromancer, and to use necromancy on that guy, and then you turned him against, turned them into service of the Gallian Empire, and he is friggin' pissed about that, and so he is going to let us use the dragons to gather our friends. And we're going to see that cutscene next time. Peace.